here's what we learned from all of this, because this was our first series as a brand new studio. I think looking back on it, I think it was kind of ambitious. It was pretty scary. 3-month development cycles for each of these games with a very small team was hard and gnarly, but we learned so much. And these are the key points of what we learned. One, don't take people for granted. I think we're kind of probably preaching to the choir being this is IndieCade, right? But still, it's worth saying. People are much smarter than we might think. Maybe they're smarter because they work it out like through a community as they're dwelling on something, or maybe they're smarter because our games tap into people's feelings, and those feelings actually have heft in your soul. People are also willing to think for themselves. They're willing to experience an experience without having their hand held. And people are also willing to take risks and explore play. And we know this because we have proof. By BIT.TRIP Core, which was the second game in the series, we were receiving emails and essays about what our games were about. And I remember reading one that came in probably around Void. Yeah, it was right before Runner. Somebody wrote something, which is in the background here, to us, and I read it to the team, and we all were just like, was that dude in the room?
It was the good
Like, how did they get this? And it really shows us that even though we're kind of each, like Mike and I in our own worlds, you know, doing this here, this dance of coming back and constantly like doing that, yet moving forward with one vision. You notice these lines aren't all over the place. They're in one thing that this really can be a powerful way of telling stories. So doing this allowed us each to have our creativity, have our own input, have our own influence, have our own ownership of everything in the game. And we all knew that we were going to end up in the same place in the end. And as humans, we all think of things very, very differently. Mike thinks of things differently than I think of them. And that is why telling a story through different means, but at the same time might work, is because all of us, even internally, we will have different reactions to different things that can also have the same meaning. And another thing that's wonderful about this is that it forces you to trust your partners. Because while Mike is over here and I'm over here, and I don't really know what he's doing, I just have to trust. And in the end, that trust paid off, and so I think our entire team is stronger for it. So we are definitely going to continue to use this as we move forward with our new games, like Laser Life, which we first announced last year at IndieCade. We will make it. It's not coming next.
It's not coming next, and what is coming next?
Well, maybe we should show you.
It's going to be Runner 2. And we don't have internet here, so we can't show the blog, which is a bit of a bummer, but we're doing Runner 2 next. We're switching up the art style. It's going to be a whole different sort of game, and we're going to keep to our original, just fun game that was Runner.
It's called Future Legend of Rhythm Alien. He's called Rhythm Alien in Japan. So go to Runner 2. You can go to runner2.com and follow our development process throughout the whole course of development. We've just recently started, so it's early days.
We're going to have a nice open development blog, and we're going to try to keep it fun and funny like Runner is. It's a very happy sort of game.
So should we leave them with this now? So here's a little glimpse into our process.
We've had this meeting a million times now, but I want to get a good old-fashioned Gaijin brainstorming session. We need something new for Runner 2. Mike, it looks like you've got something. Go.
All right, guys. I've been working on this idea for some time now. What if run equals walk?
Walk? That's dumb. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. Thank God.
Hack. Commander Video.
He's backwards. First of all, he's backwards.
That's okay because he's moonwalking. Michael Jackson's moon. All right. Better than Michael
good idea? All right. So I think if we're going to go with a celebrity idea, we at least go with something more popular than Michael Jackson, right? So what if instead of he's running, he's actually on the skateboard? Oh, for the grinding and stuff. And we can call it Tony Hawk's Runner 2 without running. Dude, it makes no sense. I don't necessarily like the direction that all of you jerks are taking this in, but since we're in that headspace anyway, we've got Commander Video, right? There's a button that we put in the game. You can stop and smell the flowers. These are smell lines.
A bunch of different.
Yeah, like you can collect them. I mean, we're talking marigolds, tulips, posies, pansies, daffodils, orchid. What are you up to here?
That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
But it's about life.
But we're trying to make a video game.
You have a better idea?
Grab string.
What?
Grab string.
Like a grab.
Like grab. Yeah.
String.
So it's like Bionic Commander.
Like Spider-Man?
What about like Super Metroid?
Or Lost Planet.
Yeah, I get it. Like a grab. Yeah. No, Super Metroid.
Not a grab. Grab string.
That's rich.
So I don't think we're going to do anything derivative like you guys are talking about. We have Commander Video. But he's a mech. Big robot.
Like a Voltron?
Exactly, yeah. Like a Meat Boy over here.
Shooting me. Probably shooting me.
And Meat Boy is shooting bullets with a gun. And then we have a Radbot over here. He has a grab string.
That's cool. On a Mac. So who's driving this thing?
Commander Video's grabbing. He's grabbing himself. And right there we have Implastic.
What?
Interesting. All right, kids. I'm gonna save the day.
Whoa, Commander Video's driving a turkey. Dude, that's yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude.
No, dude, it's a fucking turkey suit. He was an acting major. I was not.
That's all we do all day. I don't know how our games get paid. So anyhow, thanks for coming, and that's kind of what we do. And if you have questions, you can ask them to us. Please do so.
Did you guys notice that Commander Video is right behind you, looking down on you?
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's omnipresent.
Good one. Nothing? Any questions unrelated to video games?
Yeah,
You're dying to ask?
You can ask us anything.
We're like
you
fountains
want.
of knowledge. All right, thanks. Rock on. Join me, Dave.
Thank you very much.